sort of help us look to the future in regard to these issues. So rapid urban prototyping is something that is not a super familiar term necessarily. It is for those who are sort of on the progressive end of planning. And when I was chatting with David Abel about what panel I would moderate and direct, he sort of latched onto that term, and I'm really grateful for it, because I think it's really interesting for us to be looking out ahead as to how planning can be working in the future. So rapid urban prototyping, it's really a pretty simple concept. It's just not something that we've talked about a lot in city building in the past, because it's often associated with high tech, with entrepreneurism in other fields. But the simple idea is basically that you want to, in order to get things right, you've got to try them. You've got to figure out what is you want to do, discuss what you want to do, try it, test it, and then do it again really quickly. So why don't we show my diagram here? This makes it pretty simple. So empathize, and this is thanks to the architect Gerhard Meyer, who has written about this. And who talks about it a lot and is one of the great proponents from it. Gerhard is originally from Vienna, where a lot more of this is going on. But basically, you talk to your constituents, empathize, you define what you want to do, then you design what you're going to do, then you build the prototype, then you test it, and then you do it all over again. So the couple of terms amongst urbanists that are often associated with this, and a couple of parts of the process are tactical urbanism. And tactical urbanism is kind of a different way of approaching the same concept. Tactical urbanism is the idea that you just go out into the street and do something, with simple materials. If you want to do if you want to create a pocket park, just paint it on the ground, put some stanchions up, and close it off temporarily, and see how it works. It's the same thing with redoing intersections or other aspects of the city. Tactical urbanism can work very well that way. There's a relatively new approach that is somewhat more elaborate that we used quite a bit in Culver City, starting when I was mayor there, and then Alex really continued that. And that is the quick build street design approach. And what you do there is rather than breaking the concrete and changing the curbs and changing the utilities and all that stuff, if you want to change how the lanes work on a street, is that you just use plastic bollards and paint and try it out and get people using it and seeing how it works, and then you can change it really quickly, as you figure out how it works. But so this morning, I know